Magical! Oh my goodness! Scott Higginbotham, that is freaking!
Welcome back to the Rugby Chat. My name's Carl. Round 9 of Super Rugby predictions on its way. Get excited, get pumped. I'm guessing this round's going to be amazing, just like the last 8 have been. And I'm looking forward to it, just like every other round. I'm looking forward to this round. Guys, I'm not going to babble on too much. I'll get straight into things. It's the first game of the round. It's the Hurricanes versus the Chiefs. Look, Hurricanes have been amazing this year. They've shown their class through and through. Coming off one loss against the Blue Bulls in the first round, but I think since then they've just been amazing. And also pulling off that win against the Sharks, which I think the Sharks should have won. But hey, we're not going to get into that. Hurricanes have been good this year so far, and then you got the Chiefs, who also have been pretty good and they've shown their class. They've played really well against Sunwolves, coming off an amazing win there, and also just, you know, the closer games which they've somehow managed to edge out and win those ones. So just like every other Kiwi game, this one should be an amazing game, should be a close one, but you got to give it to the Hurricanes. They're playing at home, so that advantage already is a lot. But the fact that the Hurricanes have been the best team from New Zealand, look, I've given the Hurricanes to win this by 6. Could be closer. That should be also probably the pick of the weekend, that and maybe the fourth game in, but we'll get on to that. Guys, the second game of the round is the Sunwolves versus the Blues. Look, Sunwolves have been very poor this year, and I really don't have much to say. They've had chances and they've had areas where they've ignited, they've shown their flair, but it's just not enough and not consistent enough for us to be like, hey, we're confident in you and you're gonna win the next game. And just against the Blues, I don't see it happening, not now at least, and probably not ever at this rate. No, I don't want to talk so negative. Look, the Blues, they've had a few games which they'll be scratching their head at and been thinking, you know, how do we lose these ones, especially that one against the Sharks. But I think they're still a classy team. They've still got so much experience, and I know they would have picked up their game from there and, you know, worked on their areas. So look, even though Sunwolves are at home, I've picked the Blues to win this one, and I've picked them by 14 points. It should be a comfortable win for them. Look, guys, the third game of the round. This is going to be a fun one. The Rebels versus the Jaguars. Rebels, the best team from Australia, no doubt. Maybe a bit of competition there with the Waratahs, but still I think the Rebels have been the best team. And then you got the Jaguars, who have shown up at home. They've had some good defence at home. They've, or should I say, they've won a few games at home, but not where they want to be in this year's season. They've had a few too many poor results, and they just haven't had the continuity which they would have liked. So I think momentum won't be up for the Jaguars at all. They've got to travel over to Australia. It's going to be tough there in Melbourne against the Rebels. So I've picked the Rebels to win this one, and it should be a comfortable win. I've given them 9 points. Alrighty, the fourth game this weekend, the Highlanders versus the Brumbies. This was my other pick for the game of the weekend. I really honestly think this is going to be a high intensity game. Highlanders have looked really good this year so far, and they're playing at home, so you expect them to win. But then on the other hand, you got the Brumbies, who I don't know where they've been for the first 5-6 weeks of the tournament, but they haven't been there. They haven't shown up, and all of a sudden they started to find their momentum. They found their feet, and it's so exciting to see a team, you know, play so well and play to what you expect from them. You expect the Brumbies to be so good and so dominant. They were the best team last year for Australia, you know, like what happened? But yeah, they really came out against the Reds there, and they really pulled off an awesome win after trailing 15-0. So them travelling over to play the Highlanders, it's going to be tough, and it's really probably the best time they could have faced the Highlanders after a win like that, and showing, you know, just the dominance they can have in the forwards. And Pocock being back on the team is really good for them. So yeah, my other pick for the game of the weekend is this one. But look, I still feel the Highlanders have to win this one. I can't really go against them at home, so I've picked them to only win by 5 points. Should be close nonetheless. So to the fifth game of the weekend, guys, the Waratahs versus the Reds. The Waratahs have been good. They came off a good win against the Sunwolves as well. Okay, yes, it was the Sunwolves, but I mean, they still played well. And they've shown that they're not an easy team to put away. They really aren't an easy team to put away. They always seem to make it all the way to the depth, especially against the South African teams. But then you got the Reds, who have also been a really good team this year. They improved so much over last season, especially with a young team, a new team. They've been good in their defence and their forward structures. Maybe too young, that they don't have enough composure to make it through to, you know, the big games. So if they're leading by 15 points, how do they pull that, you know, through to the end? How do they make a win out of that? So I think that's an area of the game they have to work on. But look, guys, Waratahs at home versus Reds should be an easy win. Maybe not an easy win, but a comfortable win for the Waratahs team that we've seen of late. I've only picked them by 7 though. It could be a lot more than that watching that Brumbies game. So yeah, Waratahs by 7 on that one. And then to the last game of the weekend, guys, the Sharks versus the Blue Bulls. I am pumped for this one. I'm pumped to see what the Sharks can do. They've played so well over the last 2 weeks. Another team that's also just all of a sudden they've just come alight and they're playing the best brand of rugby. Like Nick Millett said, it's the sort of style of rugby we want to see the Springboks play. Even, you know, it's a good DNA. It's a type of rugby that South Africans are good at. You know, strong in the forwards. You know, but then also being able to spread the ball and have some good, you know, backline moves and stuff. So I think the Sharks are definitely, I don't know what it is, but they're definitely firing now, and it's exciting. It's so exciting. You know, Sharks for me are, you know, that's the team. And then you got the Blue Bulls who have to play the Sharks, unfortunately, this season, this weekend. Not going to be easy. John Mitchell's done well with the Blue Bulls, but I don't know if it's going to be enough against the Sharks coming off the wins they've had, or even the near miss, the near win against the Hurricanes. So I think the Sharks should win this one, and comfortably, so I've picked them by 10 points. Guys, that's my picks of the weekend. Let me know what you think. Throw a comment down below. Even post your predictions down. I'd love to read them. Guys, stay tuned. This weekend should be a blast of rugby. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. But most of all, guys, enjoy the rugby. Peace.